Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the new episode of Hair of the Dogcast. I'm one of your hosts, Tom Wagner. I'm here with this other guy. What's your name again?
Josh. Just Josh.
Just Josh today. Josh. Hey, Josh, what's up, man?
What's up, Tom?
Oh, I'm really fucking hungover today. Like, really hungover.
So I've heard.
Yeah. We chatted a little bit before the show.
Yeah, you told me.
Yeah.
There's big internet commotion. Everybody's like, oh, Tom's hungover again. And,
exactly.
And I'm just like, yeah, I know.
That's what happens when the internet goes down the day before. I have no recourse but to drink and just keep drinking my sorrows away because I can't watch porn.
What else are you going to do?
I don't know because all I do is watch porn.
Okay.
Pretty much.
What's your favorite porn?
My favorite porn?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I have no idea either.
Yeah. Whatever it is, it involves some kind of small little person.
Yeah, like porn is a great comedy to watch if you're open to that kind of comedy.
Yeah, like wide open. Wink.
That Ninja Turtle one was really bad, like kind of gross.
What?
Really, there's a disturbing...
I'm sorry, folks. We're talking about porn right now. I don't know how this is going really quickly.
Well, they all make themed ones now.
Yeah,
you know?
like every big movie that comes out, there's always like a porn parody of it. You know, there's like Pirates of the Caribbean or Pirates of the Caribbean. I don't know. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Hair of the Dogcast. This is your friendly neighborhood podcast about beer and video games and beer. And as you know, if you listened before, we drink beer on this podcast. We do not shy away. This is truth in advertising. So, Josh, lead us off. What is our first beer that we are drinking today?
Everybody, we're drinking beer. And our first beer... Seeing that Tom is hungover, I figured I'd go with something very pussy-like. So I brought a lambic from New Belgium, or New Glarus.
New Glarus from Wisconsin.
Yeah, I'm not a big New Belgium guy. But New Glarus, which I'll be going there Monday.
Ooh.
Good place.
You have to report on it when you get back.
Yeah, but notes. We got a Cranbic 2016 here. I've not had this before. So let's give it a wallop.
Cranbic. Cranberry.
Cranbrick. Yeah.
Okay.
Cranbic.
Okay. And it's got a age on it, 2016. Yeah. It's a fine vintage.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm willing to try it. We're going to try it right now, folks. Please, hold on. Ooh.
Sour.
Cranberry sour.
Spot of cran.
Yeah.
Sweet. Sour.
I would say that I do not hate it.
Appearance is a... Hawaiian punch or
very Hawaiian punchy.
Yeah, or even Tahitian treat.
A pink Moscato.
Oh
no, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know what that is.
But yeah, this is a lambic. It's lambics are around some area in Belgium. Like it's one of their style beers.
Okay. Yeah, I've heard the style
I don't
before.
drink them too often, but. I figured we'd start out with a very pink, cute beer for Tom.
Thank you. Yeah. No, this is pretty good. It's pretty good, folks. You got to like sour though.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's more sour than cranberry.
Yeah.
But it's decent.
I mean, if you like Sour Patch Kids and Trolley gummy worms, I'm sure you.
I think you poured these glasses about half full, and I think that's probably the right amount.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people can drink like bombers of that shit, and I think they're insane.
Dude, you'd get a gut ache for something. It seems like something that would give you a gut ache. But, yeah, man. Fucking thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
I can feel the hangover going away already. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Here at the Dogcast.
I swear it was that Moscow
We cure
Mule.
your hangovers.
I had a Moscow Mule last night, and I think
I
that was
made it for him.
Yeah. With Jameson.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
I really like it with the Jameson as opposed to vodka.
Yeah. I wanted to switch it up because I'd been drinking beer up to that point. But it was just one of those nights where, man, I just steady drinking, and there was no gradual transition to drunkenness. It was like steady buzz, bam, I'm fucking drunk. Just like, oh my God. And
I love the steady buzz.
I do.
I love that. I don't really want to reach hammered ever. So
yeah, exactly. I don't like that feeling, especially the next day.
Well, it's fun. It's fun sometimes, but then the next day is just going to be fuck you, Tom.
Right. And it's more fun when you have friends who are also near that state or in that state.
Oh yeah.
Maybe not fun for the people around you, but when you're the only asshole that's just like fucking I'm talking to like I think it's bearded homeless people at the bar, and
oh yeah,
just having great conversations.
Oh man.
Oh yeah, folks. Sorry. I just had to.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
We can move on.
So big stuff happening.
Yeah.
In the world of things.
Oh my God. This week it was just a fucking a mic drop with some pretty big announcements. Before we get to that though, we will definitely talk to that. Josh, you playing anything?
I played some Gears of War 4 with you, buddy.
Oh, we did. We played some couch co-op, split screen action.
Yeah, couch co-op, guys.
Gears of War 4 for Xbox One and the PC.
Should we hold off till we finish that?
Well, we're going to play some more today.
Yeah.
But we can give some early impressions, and then we can give our,
Sounds
maybe
good.
do a spoiler cast.
Let's do this. Yeah. Beautiful game. It's very Gears-like. It's almost the same game.
It's a Gears of War game, for sure.
I've never played Judgment. I've heard that they changed some of the controls.
Right.
And I heard that bugged the shit out of people. But I'm not noticing any different controls in this game. But it's beautiful. It's awesome. It's fun.
It's like, putting on your favorite pair of jeans, after many years.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, this thing still fits. It still feels the same.
Are these new, though?
But yeah, there's like a new sheen, a new coat of paint on the graphics since there is on the new generation of consoles, and yeah, very pretty game. Even with the split screen, the graphics are still really great, and the frame rate was very solid for there was no like slowdown or anything for even though we were both playing split screen, because usually with when you play split screen games, the console has to basically render two screens at the same time. And, so you sacrifice a bit of graphical fidelity, because, it's trying to render two screens and not just, fucking blow its processing power on one screen.
Fuck yeah, two screens.
Yeah.
Two-player.
It was a lot of fun. There were a lot of hooting and hollering. We were kind of yelling like, oh, shit. Oh shit!
Yeah. Save me!
Yeah. So I think we're on we just got to chapter 3. I think that's halfway through. I don't think it's that long of a game. Most people listening, if you've played it, have probably already finished it. So we'll talk more in depth about our experiences next time. But very Gears of War-y. If you like Gears of War, third person, if you never played it before, it's like
you never played it before,
you're crazy. I think we
start out at fucking Gears 1, even though it's 360 like 10 years ago or whatever.
Yeah, yep.
It's worth it.
Totally. And I think they remastered them, or they remastered the first one for Xbox One, and then you can also they're backwards compatible with Xbox One too, so you can play through.
Oh, that's cool.
The entire trilogy. But this is set like 20 years in the future, 25 years after after Gears of War 3. So you play as Marcus Phoenix. He's got a big old Phoenix.
Marcus Penis' son.
His son. And let's just say there are some recurring characters from the old trilogy.
Oh.
But I'm not going to go into detail.
Okay.
But it's pretty fun.
Yeah. Okay.
But we did encounter some bugs, both literally and figuratively. As Josh just literally swatted away a fly.
Bug as soon as you were saying it. I was like, what the fuck's going on now?
Whoa.
He's going to say words and they're going to happen?
Something does, yeah. I want $1 million.
I want 2.
There was one level where we were playing. We were kind of on an elevator, shooting through waves of guys. And my guy kept falling through the floor or getting stuck in the floor.
Yeah.
And we couldn't progress.
And like I was trying to get through it without him.
Right. And Josh, I couldn't shoot. Close. I was just stuck in the floor, and Josh was trying to shoot all the guys.
The first time, I think you got killed, right? Or you fell through. You just randomly fell through like 2 minutes into it.
Yep. I was stuck in the floor for about 2 minutes, and then I think the game just said fuck it and just had me fall like into nothingness.
Yeah. And then didn't they actually kill you one of those times or something?
I think so. Yeah.
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 Like
the game would
shit.
Yeah. The game would think you were dead once you fell through the floor.
And you the third time you got out?
Yeah, the third time
we had to we went that many times through. It did it twice in a row.
Yeah, so I think
stuck in the floor.
That was probably a good 25 minutes, 30 minutes of not progressing really, just trying to get through that level because of the bugs. So hopefully, I'm sure they've been patching the game steadily. So we haven't played any of the multiplayer yet, but yeah, as of now, it's Gears of War, and it seems I couldn't wait to play it after we played it the first time, but I've been trying to hold off,
Yeah. So pace it out. Come on now.
Yeah, I'm like, we gotta play this together.
Fuck that, let's binge play it.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck sleep, work and stuff.
No sleep till Brooklyn. So yeah, we played that. Have you played anything on your own? Or you been busy?
I'm busy as shit. One night I played a little bit of a story for Retro City Rampage.
Oh yeah.
And it's really fun, but I'd rather finish that game before I talked about it more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
It really, there's so much nostalgia, like type rip-off things, like Back to the Future and all these other things, like it really dabbles into, but it's really fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll chat more about that later.
We will. On future episodes. Stay tuned, folks. Stay tuned.
There will be more.
There will be blood.
That too.
I drink your milkshake.
Oh. Milk drunk?
No. Nope. I have been playing a game, Josh. Wow, slow down, cowboy.
Man.
Come on, dude.
I'm just a mess already, man.
Jeez. Josh is already on his second beer.
Fuck it. It's Saturday. The Badgers won.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry if you're not a Badger fan.
Yeah. Sorry if you're an Iowa fan.
Ooh. How about the Buckeyes?
I don't know. What the fuck's a Buckeye?
I don't fucking know.
Apparently it was a good game.
Eye of a deer.
17-9.
What's that?
There was Badgers won 17-9.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good for you, Bucky Badger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He says, "Hey," as he pumps his chest out and drinks beer.
Yeah. The Badgers are animals.
Yeah, Badgers.
They're small.
Badgers.
They're very angry animals sometimes if you cajole them and prod them with a stick.
Number one defense, I heard.
What?
In the country.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't realize that.
The Badgers?
I know they're fucking good.
Fuck, man. This has been your Badger update.
Hey,
stay tuned
here at the
for
Badger
more scores.
Badger. All right, so.
Yep.
You been playing anything?
I have been.
What?
Yeah, man.
No, you haven't.
I'm getting balls deep in some games, baby.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I want to do that.
Well, besides Gears, I started playing that Mafia 3 game. I think I talked about I just downloaded it on the day of our last recording of the podcast.
Yeah.
And I started playing that, and I am digging that game. Pretty much,
Cool.
I would say I'm pretty positive on it. It's been a long time since I've just
rock and rolled.
Just rock and rolled, yeah. Well, literally, since like the soundtrack of the game has really just fucking like stroked just all the right places, and I mean all the right places.
All the right.
This game probably has the best soundtrack of any game in recent memory, at least for my taste, because the game takes place in around 1969. So like all the songs are kind of from that period, and so you got the Stones, fucking CCR, the Searchers, Dusty Springfield, and just fucking who else? A lot. Joe Cocker. It's really good, and even the
game. Crazy they get all the rights to that,
Yeah, Hendrix. The game starts out with just. There's no transition to the screen. Like, just the fucking title screen just fucking pops up along with all along the watchtower.
Oh. Beautiful.
There must be some kind of... Yeah.
Gameplay-wise,
the game has gotten... Yeah, you play as a young black man down in New Orleans, or a fictional New Orleans called New Bordeaux, I believe. And... it's right around, a lot of the civil rights stuff that all occurred around that time. So the game doesn't pull any punches when it comes to portraying racism. People will call you all those words.
All the words.
You know, especially if you're walking through the affluent neighborhoods in that game, people will just straight up call the cops because you're a black man walking around nice houses.
Are you sure it's not 2016?
It's true. There are a lot of good parallels to kind of current events. But yeah, lots of N-words and story-wise, this is pretty much the reason I fucking love this game, and then all the other Mafia games for all their flaws. The performances and the narrative are fucking just over the not over the top, but just spot on and just really, really good. The game is told in a documentary kind of style with flashbacks. So you see interviews of people in present day talking about your character and kind of things that happen, and then it will flash back, to your character. But so far in the present day stuff, it's only been interviews with people kind of around you or people who had investigated, what all happened. So not necessarily with you. No interviews with the main character. So it remains to be seen what happens to the main character. But it's really, really good. Really, the acting is just phenomenal. And gameplay wise, this seems to be a loop. Like, it's got a pretty good gameplay loop where you have missions where you have to take down other crime bosses and take over neighborhoods, and then you work for other crime bosses, and you gotta as you take over. Up. Yeah, and I think there are like 4 crime bosses, I believe, 4 or 5 that you end up working with in the game, and as you take over neighborhoods, you can assign that territory to a certain crime boss, and each crime boss gives you perks. Like, the more territories you give to them, you get perks. But if you fucking give one, if you more neighborhoods than the other ones will get pissed off at you, and then they can turn on you, and you might have to go kill them. I guess there's like a lot of multiple endings. So
sounds like a fun game.
Yeah, I mean, it's got dinged because the gameplay isn't bad. It's not great. It's an open world game, but you can go around everywhere, but it's not like GTA. It's more, it's not as populated, not as much stuff to do, and it's a little more realistic. Like, you have to drive the speed limit.
Really?
Around cops,
Oh, when you try to do that in GTA, you just kind of laugh.
Yeah, right. If there's a cop at a stoplight and you blow that stoplight, they'll pull you over. I mean, it's a little more forgiving than previous Mafia games. Like, those games, you had to like drive the speed limit, or the fucking cops would just come out of nowhere. This one, you can get away with doing a little more crazy shit.
Have you tried to fuck around and?
I tried last night. I tried to go on a rampage, just shooting cops.
Yeah,
and they killed me pretty quickly. It's not as over top. It's more as GTA. It's more rooted in a little more realism. It's still a video game, so you can do some fucking whacked out shit. But people call the cops if they see you breaking the law, and you can, like, if you break into a car, there'll be a sign that or a message that pops up saying, a witness is calling the cops, and then you can see the witness and you can go knock them out before they get to a payphone. Since it's the 60s, they don't have cell phones, so
payphones.
Yeah, but somehow your guy has an earpiece where he can still
really?
People can still talk to him. It's like they must have like some ham radio shit going on there. I don't know. But anyways, I think I'm probably maybe less than a quarter through the game. I hear it's a pretty long game, so we'll see if it wears out. It's welcome, but right now I'm really enjoying it. I think it's I love playing games that have really strong stories, and yeah. That's Mafia 3. I will give you my hot take once the overall game when I get a little further.
Oh yeah,
probably, or maybe I won't.
Please
I don't know.
Or
I don't know.
Yeah.
Josh, have you been watching anything lately? Any new recommendation shows?
Oh shit. Maybe.
Okay. Oh, do go on.
No, I don't baby. No, man. I'm like on episode 5 or 6 of Jessica Jones, so I wanted to get that done before Luke Cage.
Oh yeah.
And I'm not quite into it.
So you hate watching it, kind of just like, let's get through this so I can get to the one I want to watch.
I was told I don't have to, but I wanted to. Mm-hmm. I'm like, it might get really good. I don't know.
Yeah, when that came out, people were pretty hot on it, and then people started kind of turning on that show a little bit. It seemed like sentiment when it first dropped was like, this is Marvel's best show ever, and then I don't know, maybe that was just rose-colored glasses.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Kind of hard to top Daredevil.
Daredevil.
It's kind of amazing.
Daredevil.
Yeah.
Those are amazing too. Wow, the suction of those things.
I haven't used one of those since like I was like 5.
It's a dirt devil. Yep.
Do people even know what those are?
I don't know. Google that shit. They still make those? Google that shit. Yeah.
Shoot.
Okay, so Jessica Jones.
I ain't really watching too much. Jeez. Oh, I've been
Jones
YouTubing old video game shows. But I figured we'd talk about that in a podcast sometime. But
hey, we're on a podcast.
Apparently, you never frickin' watched any of these. You didn't have cable or anything.
Yeah, like the Nickelodeon ones.
Nick Arcade and Video Power.
I think.
Feel the power.
Video Power.
Yes.
I think there was one.
It was on Super 18.
Yeah, I think I watched it with one guy that hosted it. Did they add...
Video Power had a kind of, hey, I'm just this guy with a mullet and I talk like this. Yeah. Oh, this is crazy.
Did it have a segment in that show?
And then they had one kid named Johnny Arcade.
Okay. Was there a segment in that show where the audience would ask them quiz questions?
Pre-written questions for them, like, because you watch them read it or like memorize it or say it.
Okay.
Yeah,
but like, hey, I'm gonna stump you with this question.
Yeah.
Okay, that's that show.
Johnny on the Spot. It was called.
Oh, was it? Okay. The only one I remember is the one that.
And then they'd run through at the end, whoever won, because they'd have a little playing competition. Mm-hmm. And then a questionnaire with two kids. Right. And he'd be like, "What's the name of Ninja Gaiden's mom?" You know. And And one kid would know, and then I
think there was one question. The only question I saw him get wrong, because as a kid, I'm watching this show. I've seen
a couple.
I think some kid asked him, "What's a cyborg?" And like you could tell, like the guy knew what that fucking was, but he just had to like get one wrong. You know? And he just like pretended to waffle, like I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, like come on, dude.
It was all set up for that part at least. And I randomly read a few, like maybe 5 years ago, when I remembered the show out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm. What about GamePro TV? Sorry.
See, I wasn't familiar with that, but I started watching that too.
With JD Roth? Hey, everybody.
Yeah, I wasn't familiar, but that was okay. Mm-hmm. Video Power was way more cheesy, way better because of that. And I was reading a funny, like, I forgot where I read this article that he's, some guy who was on that show when he was a kid, and he wrote like all this like stuff. It was, I think, at Orlando Studios or something like that. Mm-hmm. And it was pretty fucking funny. He was like, yeah, they told us what to do, told us like what to ask for questions, and then like they'd give us these.
It was all a lie.
They give us these prizes apparently, and like they didn't actually give them to him or something.
Really?
Like, it was all fake bullshit.
We'll be taking that back.
I heard some kids got their prizes, but a lot of them didn't.
Oh, jeez, man.
Like, we're going to send that to you in the mail or something. Like, it was really shady shit.
Right. Wink, wink.
Yeah.
Yeah, kid, we'll give that to you later. All right. Now go talk to your mom. Go shine some shoes, motherfucker.
But, dude, the ending kid who got to run through that little video game store maze, like when I was a little kid, I was like, that looks like the greatest experience of your life.
Right.
They're wearing a Velcro outfit and helmet.
Oh yeah.
And you take the games off, you just take them off the shelves or whatever, and you stick them onto your head or your body. Yeah. And like you just run around, you got a solid minute.
Yeah.
And then you go up top. It was so lame, actually. But it was so, like, there wasn't much to it at all. And then they run up top and they grab, like, a goodie bag full of stuff. And then grab more games. And they had to go down the slide before the minute was up.
Okay.
Otherwise, they didn't get shit, apparently.
It's all kind of coming back to me. I vaguely remember that. Yeah. Wow.
And
that's cool, man.
Then there's a music kid, like, just stereotypical surfer broed up from 1987-ish.
Yeah.
Like with, I don't know, mullet hair and a big hat and, just wearing sunglasses inside, pretending to play a bass guitar or something that's not even plugged in. He's like, yeah, dude.
That's the way I play bass guitar.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
You gotta play it like that.
Who needs to plug shit in?
Shit.
Man.
But yeah, Video Power, that shit was fun.
Yeah, I'll have to fucking YouTube that. That's a good idea, actually. I'd love to relive like some of those episodes.
Yeah, I was gonna suggest that we did that, binge watch it or something.
Yeah.
Which I think I may have watched all of them that are on there.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe there's more, and you don't know what to search for.
What years was that on? That was like late 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
Early 90s.
I think in the 92 or something like that.
Okay. Yeah.
And actually, there was 2 different types of the show.
Yeah.
There was one where half the show, might have been the original show actually, before it became like a game show.
Yeah.
I think it was a cartoon.
Okay.
With all sorts of random characters that weren't that big. Like Strong Guy from Magician Lord, or and Attack of the Killer Tomatoes, and all these random like half-assed 28th party characters that nobody gave a damn about.
That's awesome.
But they were all in this like super team. Actually,
Okay.
that may have been called the Super Team or something like that.
Nice.
Or something like that. Yeah.
I'll have to check that out.
It was funny as shit. But then the other half of the show is like all of a sudden Johnny Arcade comes into his room and turns up like he's got the coolest room in the world for a kid.
Right.
And then he's like, he turns on the TV, everything's like ridiculous looking, and he's like, "Oh, hey, what's up, bro?" And just just talks or something for a while.
Nice.
But that was cool. Nick Arcade was great.
Yeah.
Did you know one of the...
That's one I never saw.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, we can definitely get into that. But some other time. But they brought it back on one of the retro gaming conventions.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And
Like the original host and shit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Super awesome. And then they had...
Was it Mark Summers from Double Dare?
No. This guy's way better.
Yeah.
He's like a fucking goof. But
I love Double Dare.
I forgot his name. But
Okay.
yeah, they actually did like an hour interview with it too after, and like I actually watched half of it. I was like, I can't watch this whole thing.
A lot of people bring that show up.
It was great.
Especially people who are just slightly younger than me. So a lot of people watch that shit.
When they brought that back first, like on Nickelodeon Gas Channel,
Yeah.
me and some friends used to stay up till like 3 a.m. to watch it.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn. They really ran that pretty late. Hey, kids, stay up till past bar time to watch this fucking show.
Whatever, we'd watch it because we haven't seen it in so long. We're like, we gotta fucking watch this.
Right.
And then when you watch it, when they get to the end stage, like they don't know what they're doing, but they're in a green screen and they're running around and hitting stuff, and it's just like the worst shit ever. But you're gonna have to watch that sometime.
I will.
So yeah,
I will. I should go back and watch some of those, and then Game Pro TV was the other one that was kind of on national, quote unquote national TV.
What was that on? You had to.
That was like on Fox 47 or something.
I never ever saw that on once in my life.
I think it was on like around when like American Gladiators, like Sunday afternoons or something like that.
I would have watched it, but
I think it was like Sunday afternoons or like maybe around right before noon. Yeah. And that was cool because, you know, they would basically regurgitate reviews that were in the Game Pro magazine.
Yeah.
And shit. But it was nice to see, you could see video of it because back in the day there was no internet.
Yeah.
And I'm a kid. And, you know, I want to see what this game's all about.
You want to watch that shit.
Yeah. And I don't know what else. I think they showed tips and tricks. I think one of my distant cousins actually was on that show or got his voice on the show because they had a segment where
Mail call or something.
Yeah, like call in all your achievements, and you know, and he had beaten Castle of Illusion starring Mickey Mouse for Sega Genesis.
Yeah,
and he got on the show.
Oh hell yeah! It might be on YouTube, cemented in history forever.
Yeah. I'm like, holy shit, dude from Watertown, Wisconsin. You know, that was a big deal.
Was he on the cover of the paper?
He should have been. Yeah. And now JD Roth, the host of the show, is a kind of a big time reality TV show producer. So, Josh, it's time for a refuel, buddy.
Tom?
At least for me.
Yeah, I'm already done.
I guess
with
you
my
were kind
second.
of Why don't you talk about this second beer?
This second beer today on the Dogcast.
This is a different color.
Oh, yeah. It's called the Pale Joe from Founders Brewing.
Ooh, Pale Joe.
It's a pale ale.
Sounds racist.
With coffee. Yeah, it's very racist. And it's got this picture of Pale Joe on it. Look at him.
It's the most racist picture.
He's got a hat on.
It's like a Van Gogh painting.
Oh, motherfucker. Yeah, it's a pale ale with coffee, a.k.a. it's like a mild coffee ale.
Okay. Okay.
So.
Do you mind if I take a sip of this, Josh?
Oh, have a slice.
Can I have this?
I quite enjoy it.
I wasn't ready for that smell. Maybe
you got coffee.
I was like, holy shit, weird.
Yeah, you probably didn't expect that. Like, it's golden color. It's not a dark beer.
Right.
Like most coffee ales.
No, this is... Yeah.
Yeah, usually, I mean, this is the lightest one I've ever seen, obviously.
It's like I'm drinking... It looks like a Michelob. I don't know if that's true or not, but...
Nobody knows what Michelob actually looks like.
Yeah. Yeah, it's decent. It's decent. It's coffee-ish, for sure. And it's bottled on August 18th, 2016 at 12:09 p.m.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure it's around a 6% or something like that. Let's see here. Oh, 5.4 with 15 IBUs. IBUs, ladies and gentlemen, is the International Bitterness Units.
They're related to emus.
Emus, yeah.
5.8, yeah. How many emus is that?
Not a lot. It's not very bitter. Not very pale ale-ish. But it's good.
That's what an emu sounds
Good job,
like.
Founders.
I don't know what an emu sounds like. I'm sorry. I don't even know what an emu is.
Yeah. No, you know what an emu is.
It's like an ostrich, but it's not.
I don't even know, dude.
It's a big bird. Not the big bird.
You're
not
a
the yellow
big bird.
Yeah.
Speaking of Big Bird.
Sunny day.
What are you going to be for Halloween, Big Bird?
Oh, man. I was just thinking about that. I have to do some emergency travel on Monday, and I was going to do my fucking costume shopping next week, but I can't now.
Yeah, you
I'll
don't
be in New York, though, so
New
maybe.
York.
Yeah. Maybe I'll hit up a costume shop. Maybe I'll just get shot and just go to Halloween as a shot-up person.
New York shot-up fella.
I think so. Sure. Well,
okay.
Yeah. I don't know. What are you going as?
Oh, you know
I think
what
I already
I'm going.
know, but...
Yeah,
I guess we'll wait.
I'm working hard on my Ghostbusters outfit.
You're not supposed to tell people.
Jeez. Oh, now it won't come true.
No, yeah. Yeah, that's going to be pretty sweet.
Yeah. You got my custom patch tag, name tag on there.
Yeah.
It's the real deal, folks.
Yeah.
And I got a...
This ain't no fucking dime store cobbled together costume. This
I
is
got my flight suit. And
it smells like Bill Murray.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All sorts of... I'd say a little more Dan Aykroyd.
Okay, I was going to go Aykroyd, but I figured...
But it could have been Aykroyd rubbing the Murray.
Yeah. I think Bill Murray probably smells better.
I don't know if he showers always.
That's true. He does kind of look disheveled.
Dan Aykroyd just drinks a lot of Skol vodka.
Yep. He likes that stuff. Nostrovia.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, very cool. Very cool. Halloween's around the corner. Yay.
Yeah.
Yay. And this beer is okay by my book. I would probably not buy it.
He's not a coffee guy.
No, that's not true. I like the coffee stouts. I'm starting to be a convert to those.
Uh-oh.
Welcome maybe this is just different, and once I wrap my head around it, the color versus the flavor.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll be a believer.
Always judging the color,
a believer.
Tom.
I tell you, it runs in my family. What can I say? Yeah. So, Josh, we had a lot of news drop. Well, maybe not a lot of news, but a couple big fucking bombs dropped.
Boom.
First of all, I guess let's start off with this little game that came out about 6 years ago called Red Dead Redemption by Rockstar San Diego.
I've heard about it.
In this game, you played a cowboy outlaw trying to get his life straight named John Marston.
Yeah.
This game was fucking amazing. It was awesome. To me, I think I mentioned it before, it's probably my favorite game of last generation, like the 360 PS3 era. And I think it's Rockstar's best game that they ever made. It's like GTA, Grand Theft Auto in the Old West. And
there's horses.
You could just pretty much go around and lasso people and tie them up and put them on train tracks and wait for the train to come.
I never got to that point.
Oh, really? You get an achievement for that
Really?
Yeah, just out of the blue. I'm like, what if I do this? I tied up a woman and set her on the train tracks, and then all of a sudden the train came, just fucking took her out, and you get an achievement called Dastardly. Yeah. And I was like, no way! That's so cool. Yeah, they knew people would probably try that. So, yeah.
And that was a surprise, obviously.
Yeah. I was playing with my buddy, and we were both like, just immediately high five, like, that's fucking awesome. Pretty sadistic, but awesome nonetheless.
Hey.
Anyways.
Everything's statistic in the video games world.
So this game came out in 2010, 6 years ago, and there's been wide speculation that a sequel has been in the works, but Rockstar is silent. They're just probably the best company at keeping secrets, keeping leaks. I think they actually might threaten their families with physical harm if anyone talks about a game before it's announced.
Well, if they don't want to, why not?
Yeah, and they're so good.
Their ass.
Yeah, but earlier this week, Rockstar began. I think it was on Sunday. They just tweeted out their logo in a red version of their logo, and people just went fucking crazy. It didn't say anything about a game. It got like 200,000 likes on Twitter. It was retweeted 100,000 times or 75,000 times. Yeah. I was one of those.
Yeah.
I was like, oh no. Then the next day they teased a photo or like some artwork.
Background artwork.
It was artwork, and it was the silhouettes of like seven cowboys, hombres. Yeah. Just against like a setting sun, walking towards you. Just the silhouettes. And that got fucking 200,000 likes, and people are just like, oh, fuck yeah, here it comes. And then the next day after that, must have been Tuesday, was when they showed the full version of that picture. They weren't silhouettes anymore. They were just artwork of, 7 dudes, cowboys. And then it said Red Dead Redemption 2. They officially announced the game. And then the trailer came out on Thursday. So it's coming out in fall 2017, apparently.
Oh, it's really far away.
It is, but
I just don't think about that stuff. When it comes out, it comes out.
It is, but it'll be here. And that, who knows if it gets delayed or not. The last couple of Rockstar games were actually delayed a few months. So, but they showed the trailer. Did you watch the trailer?
Yeah, I don't actually remember. I think I was very busy. Mm-hmm. I was doing 10 things at once.
Right.
But
you're a horrible person.
Hey,
you're a fucking.
Let's watch it right now.
Just horrible person. You want to watch it right now?
No.
Okay. All right. It's only like 30 seconds.
You're like 30 seconds, man.
I know. It looks beautiful. It was.
Yeah, everything looked good.
This would be the first game that Rockstar has made that was made specifically for the new consoles. Because Grand Theft Auto 5 was also on 360 and PS3, so they had to kind of work with the limitations, of that system, of those systems. So this is the first game that takes full advantage of the new hardware of the PS4 and Xbox One, and it looks, you could tell. I mean, it looks phenomenal. It was more of like a tone kind of piece. There was a little bit of narration. They didn't show any gameplay. They just showed scenes.
That's one thing I remember. They didn't show any gameplay.
Right.
Obviously.
They showed a scene of like a dude walking towards his farm. He's walking next to his horse, and the horse has like a dead deer strapped to the back. There's a scene where 2 like Lewis and Clark looking people are in a canoe paddling on a river, and it just looks phenomenal. Yeah,
it'll be great.
Let's hope so. I'm excited. There's supposed to be the only thing I'm kind of concerned with is the speculation of, since that artwork showed 7 people, and in the last GTA game you had to switch between 3, which is kind of cool. They were actually 3 interesting characters. Is this one going to be you switching between 7 different characters?
That's a bunch of characters.
It is.
Could be a chapter thing.
Maybe. But
could be bringing back Sunset Riders.
Yeah, that's a lot of people have said, like, this is Generation Sunset Riders. But yeah, so that kind of, gives me a little bit of trepidation, I guess. Because the thing that worked for me for the first Red Dead was the fact that it had a really good story. You played as this one guy. It went through his entire story, and that was a really pretty focused narrative. So, and because I don't play any of the multiplayer stuff, and some people are kind of. So I just kind of want to. I don't know. I hope it's only one person.
Did you enjoy Undead Nightmare?
I did. Yeah,
I bought it and I played it once. It loaded properly once, and every time after that, it was error this, error that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was like, "Fuck you,
fuck you." Yeah, yeah. I do remember. I played that. I don't remember too much. I think there was a talking Yeti in it.
It seemed fun. I didn't get far at all. Mm-hmm. Obviously, I only played it once.
Right. Yeah, it was a Halloween. You were a zombie, John Marston, back from the dead. Oh boy! Spoilers for the ending of Red Dead Redemption. So yeah, I'm really excited. This one's supposed to also have a pretty large online component like GTA Online.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping those two remain separate. There's a single player game and the online. I hope they're not really tied together like a Destiny or something. I just want a really good single fucking player story game.
I think that's what they do. So
yeah, I just don't want them to. I'm afraid of change, Josh.
I don't think they're gonna. Change.
I don't like change.
That's their style. They're actually their number one has been single player campaigns usually.
Yeah,
that's their thing.
Their writing is pretty second to none. They always have good, interesting stories, and yeah. So Red Dead Redemption 2 coming next fall.
I dig it.
Yeah, I wish I would have called it something.
Red Dead
Rum Redundancy.
Chata.
Yeah, Red Dead Rum Chata.
Red Dead.
Yeah, just to keep up with that naming convention.
Okay.
But now it's like Red Dead Redemption 2.
Oh,
totally a marketing move. The marketing department was probably like, no, we need to make sure people know this is a sequel. And yeah. So there you go. Okay, that was Bombshell 1, and on any given week, that would have been just news for months, like the big news. But Rockstar had the unfortunate, or any way you look at it, or maybe unfortunate, fortunate, whatever. What am I trying to say?
Are you talking about the next big thing?
The same day, this other company called Nintendo
so many
dropped
hard
the trailer.
Dicks.
So many hard dicks.
Like, people are fucking loving this.
I'm not like McDonald's.
Kind of blowing my.
I'm loving it.
Probably more than McDonald's because there's not much.
Josh, what are we talking about?
I'm talking about the Nintendo NX. Switch.
Oh, that's right. Nintendo just announced their new system officially, and it's called the Nintendo Switch. Switches, bitches. They did.
Yeah, and it looks really unique, convenient, maybe.
Yeah. What makes it so convenient or so unique? What is
the fact that it has you got the controllers, you can play it, and it seems in the commercial they try to make it seem like it's easy pick up and go. You can take this portable LCD tablet screen and connect your controllers to it. Yes. And obviously they were smart about having a dock for it.
Yep.
With the console, it seems.
Yeah,
probably where it loads, or like probably where it battery
charges.
Sure, that thing,
and it connects to your TV.
Yeah,
through that thing.
That seems nice. Unlike the Wii U, I wish the Wii U had had a spot where that thing would just flop right into it or something. Because yeah, I don't know. It looks pretty convenient. Looks new, nice. And apparently, the big news is that the third-party games are apparently going to be there this time.
Hopefully that.
Otherwise,
sticks.
Apparently they were supposed to be for the Wii U, and they just weren't.
Well, there were some third parties at the beginning, right at launch, because when the Wii U launched, they basically. Ubisoft had Assassin's Creed from last year on it, and it had games from the year previous.
Yeah,
Batman, Arkham City and shit.
It was a year at least.
Yeah, so But after that initial wave of third-party support, outside of Ubisoft, everyone just dropped off. I think Electronic Arts actually packed up their development kits and shipped them back to Nintendo. It was
really,
yeah. It was like, nope, we're not making any games for this fucking thing. Because I think Madden, the Madden of whatever that year was, came out for it. But that was it. So
I think they're really trying to. They got to be trying to step into like something close to like the PS4 or the Xbox One.
Yeah, that's what people are kind of
everything looked really
about.
nice in the video.
Yeah, it was a pretty decent trailer. Like for Nintendo, I mean, because Nintendo has dropped the ball so many times lately.
They really went to the marketing campaign with this whole one. Like they want to be smart as can be.
So the Nintendo Switch has kind of like confirmed everyone's beliefs or what we had previously thought it was going to be, which is a handheld and a home console all in one. So it's got I don't know how many inch screen. It looked like a pretty big screen. So you can play it on the go, and then when you're home, you stick it in the dock. And then you can play it on your TV. So this is going to be, it's functionally a handheld and a console all in one. So, and I urge you to go watch the trailer just to check. What are you doing? What the hell? We're recording now. What is going on?
I'm on to the next beer.
Oh, Josh is going to Pound Town, motherfucker.
That's what I do, man.
That's right. And yeah, so it was interesting. This trailer is about a 3-minute trailer, and it shows various yuppie people.
Yeah, so yuppie.
Playing this in different situations that probably would never ever occur.
Anything like you thought was goofy about it? Like I really thought. I'm like, dude, put on the fucking controller and take your dog, whom you should love, out to the fucking on a walk.
Right,
you dick.
Yeah. Instead, this dog's like barks at his owner.
Yeah, he's like, hey,
he's
pay
playing
attention
Zelda.
to me. Yeah, he obviously hasn't put down the controller for days.
Yeah,
or fed his dog.
So he goes to take the dog for a walk, but he pulls out the Nintendo Switch out of the dock, like he's going to take it with him.
And he
on
hooks
the walk.
up the controller.
And he's going to die because he's playing games. He's going to get hit by a car. Him or his dog.
I was walking my friend's dog once with my PlayStation phone. I believe it was my PlayStation phone.
What the fuck
you remember those?
About? What? No.
I have
one.
It's
a PlayStation phone?
Yeah, it was a flip. Or not flip, but like it slided up.
Yeah.
And it was like a PSP kind, like a mini one.
Mm-hmm.
Had L and R buttons, and it had freaking real control. I'm going to show your ass. You ever seen one of those?
Is it the PSP Go?
No, it's a phone. Through Verizon,
I think
man.
You're making this shit up.
Really?
No,
I'm about to blow your load, man.
Dude, I have no idea what you're talking about.
I had one of those, and
wow.
I was walking my friend's dog.
Yeah.
And somebody called me, and all I did was yank out my phone to answer the phone, and all of a sudden the dog yanks me, and the phone goes flying and flips around and hits the corner and shatters the screen.
Man.
Yeah.
Was that a Galaxy Note 7? Did it explode?
Don't bring your dogs out for walks with a frickin' Nintendo Switch.
Don't do that.
Dummies.
Leave the Switch at home. Or take it with you, but don't walk a living thing with it in your hand. Pay attention. Throw that fucking dog a bone. Or a ball.
Yeah.
Or yeah.
What else was there? Basketball players?
There are basketball players playing under an underpass, but then when they get done playing or take a break, they go to the Switch and they play what looks like NBA 2K. On the.
But weren't they like around a actual basketball court?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
That was kind of funny as shit.
So, but it did show off, some functionality of this thing where you can, you detach the controller, so you just have the screen part, and it's got a little folding thing in the back where you can holds it up
like a dock thing.
Yeah, and each controller can be given to a separate person, and you can play like 2-player games.
That's kind of cool, but can those little controllers are they gonna have more than an L and R one? Because those NBA 2K games uses all 4 of those buttons up there.
And then some.
Yeah.
Who knows? They're going to have to
And they look really, really small, like smaller
They
than
would be
NES.
really small.
Smaller than NES controller, small.
Right.
Which is really fucking small, and I don't know if I'm going to dig that.
I don't think that's how people are going to play it. And they showed a picture of like a new Pro controller too.
Yeah.
Which I think is probably the best way to play it. I do like the fact that they switched the sticks now, so they look like the Xbox One or the Xbox 360. Oh, I said Xbox One and my Xbox turned on. How nice. Fucking thing. Shut your ears.
Fuck you, Kinect.
But yeah, where the thumbsticks are, one's up and one's kind of down, not parallel to each other, like the PlayStation or the old Wii U controller.
Hey, man.
But so they didn't show any. There were no kids in this trailer. There were
I noticed
zero
that, yeah.
kids.
They're trying to aim that. Probably a majority of gamers are adults.
Yeah, they're trying to get away from their whole messaging with the Wii and the Wii U. Obviously, because they didn't call it Wii anything, it's called the Switch. But also that, hey, people, this is for young adults and for grown-ups.
We still want money.
We're sorry about that whole Wii U thing and, marketing to the children. But they showed some mock-ups of some pretty cool games. I know on the internet, people are like taking just frame-by-frame screenshots and trying to dissect this trailer just to see if there are any other information that it can glean, because Nintendo said that they're not going to be talking about. They dropped the trailer. They have an investor meeting next week, which is probably why they dropped the trailer, just so they got that out of the way. And they said they're going to not talk about this at all until next year, and it's coming out in March supposedly. So I'm excited. They didn't show any touchscreen functionality, but most people are assuming it's going to have a touchscreen. I don't think they wanted to show that too much, and they didn't show any motion controlling stuff at all. But people are kind of speculating that those
little
controllers will have some kind of accelerometer, so if they port any like the old Wii games, or I'm sure they'll have like an eShop or something like they do, where you can,
or maybe even still use the old controllers.
That could be too. Yeah, where you could just use a Wii controller. But who knows? I'm excited about it. I'm actually more excited than I thought it would be. It's really kind of a change of direction, but it's the direction that they needed to go in.
Well, they need to do something to wow people. Like, I had so many random people like on my Facebook feed that aren't even as much of gamers, but they're flipping out like, "Oh my god, Nintendo's coming back." I'm like,
yeah,
maybe.
Yeah,
we'll see.
And the games they showed in the trailer, they did show like ports of, I think, Splatoon. Looked like an upgraded version of Mario Kart 8.
Splatoon looked like it looked like the exact same Splatoon game to me.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I mean, I think graphically, you're probably gonna be on par with the Wii U, maybe a little bit more, but hopefully,
it's gotta be more. If it's not, it's gonna fail.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, and you gotta also,
because then the third-party companies gonna be like, well, let's just keep making games for consoles that actually can have games up for 2016 standards.
Yeah. It has to be some kind of, like I said, some kind of parity where it's easy for, third-party developers to make a game for Xbox One and PlayStation, and then also just hit a button that says port, make file save as, Nintendo Switch version. If they have to do significant development work to, make it run on the Nintendo Switch, then third parties aren't going to really be up for that. And it was interesting, the games they did show, because they showed Skyrim, a version of Skyrim, and NBA 2K. Mm-hmm. They didn't really show a lot of
showed Zelda
normal, and they showed Zelda, and kind of the new Mario. Who knows if it's the actual new Mario game, but it looks like a Galaxy type.
A lot of people are saying Nintendo needs to do something new. They have so many different games: Mario Party, Mario Kart, regular Super Mario World type games, but they really need to bring something new that's gonna really get people hooked.
Yeah.
But honestly, the big seller is, I believe, a Pokemon game.
Yeah, and
that might be what does it all for all the new Pokemon fans.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think the biggest thing to think about is this effectively becomes Nintendo's one system. Before, they always had an ecosystem where they had a home console and then they had a handheld, like the 3DS and the Wii, or the DS. And
did they announce a price?
Not yet. No.
Everybody's like, "Oh, they're gonna charge $400 for that because it's portable too." And
$400.
I'm guessing $299 tops.
Yeah, I think $299 at the high end. $249 is probably
$249. People
like
buy
the
the shit out of it.
Exactly.
People won't think twice.
Yep.
Me, I'll wait. I bought a Wii U, so I'll wait.
Probably won't. I'll probably get one, but
I know you will.
I do a lot of traveling too, so it makes.
Yeah.
Not that I take my handhelds with me too much, but I can use that at least as as an excuse to buy one. What are you doing? Stop fucking molesting my Xbox.
Just turn it off.
Stop it.
Just turn it on. Like,
fuck.
Nobody's going to play it. I'm going to turn that shit off.
Man, thank you for saving me some money from the electricity.
You owe me big, bro.
Dude, I totally do. The fact that this is their only console means there are a lot of really fucking good games like on 3DS that, if you didn't have the handheld, you never played, and vice versa. And even the Wii U, even though the...
do you have a 3DS?
Yeah, I do. An XL.
Yeah, I don't have any. I have a PSP. That was my last one I bought. And
yeah. I mean, third party supported the shit out of the 3DS, because there's like 50, 60 million of them out in the wild, so, and there are a lot of good games on there. And there are actually some good games for the Wii U, and then not a lot of people played because it only sold like 12 million consoles. So now you can bet your fucking bippy that they're bringing pretty much their entire Wii U catalog is going to be ported over to the Switch. So people,
give it 5 years, Wii U consoles are going to go up in value because of retro gamers.
Probably, yeah. I think
nobody bought the shit.
And there are some good games.
I'm gonna buy the Wii U shit when it cheapens. I bought Nintendo Land for $5 the other day. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's probably $4.99 more than it's worth. But well, whatever. Hey, if you want to be a completionist, but I mean that fucking Mario 3D Land, 3D World is.
I didn't like the cat thing at all. I didn't like the usage.
Are you a human? Have you no soul?
I don't like cats really, but I'm not a cat person either. I also thought they looked really
so cute.
Yeah, they really looked like the game was made for a 4-year-old.
Well, it's a Mario game.
Yeah.
I want to see Mario with a machine gun.
I do.
Yeah, fucking A. I wasn't kidding.
Woohoo!
Ha! Die, motherfucker! Here we go! Die! So yeah, that was a Nintendo Switch. Looking really forward to that. And yeah, just to get back to that point where there's only one, system, that means all the games are going to come to this system. And this will be the first time in years, not that I'm a Pokemon fan, that you'll be able to play a Pokemon game on your fucking TV. And then, like you said,
people are just going to buy the shit out of that.
That's going to be a huge... It's going to be huge!
I'm not, but a lot of other people are.
Yes. So, and there's still a lot of stuff that people don't know. One of the big things is battery life. The more intense the graphics are, the more it's going to eat battery power and shit. So people aren't, sure how long that's going to last. And with those detachable controllers, obviously they have to have batteries in themselves. So do they drain off if you have them connected? Is that a bigger power drain?
I'm already too like that's just too much for me to even try to think about.
Yeah, the universe is infinite.
Man,
the Nintendo verse is infinite. So we'll talk more about that, but that was huge because people have been. They announced that Nintendo NX 2 years ago, while their old president was still alive. It might be 14 or maybe 2014. Where they just announced it at an investor meeting, just off the cuff. They're like, "Yep, we are forgetting about the Wii U and we're transitioning to this thing called the Nintendo NX." And ever since that day, everyone has been speculating what it's going to be. And pretty much people were right. They're like, I bet you it's going to be their console and a handheld all in one. And
it's been a rumor for a little bit.
Yeah, because like I said, I think that was just the way they needed to go.
Yeah,
bring them all together into one system.
This way, actually, it's really smart because then people are like, well, people go their way for. There might be specific handheld games that they release that maybe people wouldn't buy unless they randomly had one.
Exactly right. Yeah, right. Or vice versa.
Yeah.
Console games that, if you only had a fucking 3DS for some reason, you couldn't play. So you get them. All the games are coming to this.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see. Yeah, baby. So Josh, you want to move on to
beer?
Beer. Yeah, let's talk about
I'm on my other beer. Yep. I'm on another beer. I got from Three Floyds Brewing Company.
Yeah.
Out of
Indiana.
Monster, Indiana.
Monster?
Hey, it's Halloween themed today, guys. Spooky. We got the zombie dust.
Oh, baby.
It's their American Pale Ale. Yeah. It's pretty sought after. Yep. It's actually very sought after.
I love the name.
It's pretty damn hoppy.
Yep.
It's probably my limits for what I like hop-wise, but I do like this. I'd say right now I'm more in the mood for not this, but hey.
Not happiness?
Yeah, let's have this. It's good. I mean.
All right. I'm going to have a little bit. I've already had this before, so
yeah.
I know I wasn't a big fan, but.
Oh, the last beer from Three Floyds called the Alpha King. Mm-hmm. The reason it was called the Alpha King.
Yeah, that's fucking hoppy as fuck.
Yeah. Was because in hops, what makes it bitter is the alpha acids in the lupulin gland of the hop.
Look at you, your education paying off here, man. Fucking do go on, Professor.
Indubitably. But yeah, it's from the alpha acids in the hop.
Yeah.
And
there is a fuck ton of alpha acids in this.
Yeah.
Let's just put it that way.
I don't know what kind of hops they use for this because
zombie hops.
There's plenty. There's Citra hops, Centennial, Double Dare hops. I don't know.
Double Dare. I'll take the physical challenge.
But yeah.
Yeah.
This beer is hops. Hop. Yeah.
Hoppy.
I like it though.
But I love the artwork. It's fucking great. And just the name. Zombie Dust. Come on. You buy it for the name.
Yeah, I had this like 5 years ago maybe. Didn't know anything about Three Floyds at that time. I'm like, this looks cool.
It's all cool, man.
Well, yeah, I was like, holy shit, that was probably the hoppiest beer I had at that moment.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a good beer.
Yeah, man. Like I said, if you like hops, you will love this beer.
Yeah.
Well, on the topic of zombies here, we can segue nicely into our topic of the show, Josh, which is what are we talking about? Halloween's just around the corner.
Oh, Halloween!
This is Halloween.
Oh yeah, that song.
That's a song, right?
Song by Avenged Sevenfold.
Yeah. He who makes the man. Yeah. So we thought we'd talk about some of our favorite Halloween kind of game style games or scary games that we've played.
Yeah.
That kind of have stuck with us through the years and shit. The horror genre has kind of come into its own ever since, right around the first Resident Evil, maybe a few years before that, but Resident Evil, the first one on
PlayStation 1 generation, they really popped a lot of them out.
That's kind of when the horror game or survival horror game boom, that was the big bang, basically.
Yeah.
So yeah. What's one of your favorite kind of Halloween games or games you want to play?
Well, right off the bat, I'd say
Friday the 13th.
I really enjoy the Doom games.
Sure.
Gory.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really get creeped out by it, but like, I'm talking the current one. I mean, really,
they're not scary.
Yeah, no, but like in the current one, like there are rooms you go to, they're just like dead bodies ripped apart with pentagrams and lights on the pentagram. You're like, wow, that's fucked up. And you just walk past the room and it's back to killing people. It's like, okay.
Right. Well, let me ask you this: what was the? Do you remember the first time a game ever made you scared or made you jump?
I don't remember which ones I played first, but Silent Hill, my buddy Brent did it and brought it over, and it was just so
the first one?
Creepy and
so foggy.
Yeah, so it was so foggy, but like it was so eerie, like
yeah.
And you're just like, what the fuck's coming up next? Like what the fuck's coming up next? Yeah. And I never got to what's his name? We talked to him.
Pyramid Head.
Yeah.
The big quote unquote baddie.
Yeah, I never got
was
to
he in
him.
the first one?
I don't remember if it was first or whatever, but that character though.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a creepy fucking dude.
You're right. Yeah.
And, Resident Evil 1 director's cut, I think I played.
Yep. I bought that game the day I got my PlayStation.
So long ago. I don't remember much, but I did enjoy the shit out of it.
That was the one that made me... That was the first time I ever experienced, like, a jump scare in a game. And it was, I think...
they had some good cut scenes, I remember. Like, the zombie turning his face. And, like, wasn't he, zombie. Like, his jaw was or something fucked up, or...
Yeah, blood. Yeah, and there was blood running down. He was, like, eating a person.
Yeah.
The part that made me jump was... And I never experienced it before in the game. It was early on, you're going down a hallway, and there's windows to the side of you.
Yeah.
And you go down the hallway into a room. All right. Nothing happens in that hallway when you're going into this room. Do whatever you got to do in this one room, and then you have to go back through the hallway, basically. When you go back, and I think... Of
course they catch you when you're going back. You're not going to expect it, because nothing got you the first time.
Was it dogs that jumped through the windows? They just... dogs or birds or something.
That sounds about right. I think it was dogs.
Yeah. These fucking rabid zombie dogs just jumped through the window just out of nowhere. And I was just like, holy shit. I was like, whoa, I don't know if I like this, but I like this feeling, Yeah, so that kind of hooked me. I loved the first two Resident Evils on PlayStation. I love them. They have since gotten away from the actual horror, jumpy aspect.
I haven't played many of the recent ones. Are they just like action and like going through a campaign, blow shit up?
A lot of people think Resident Evil 4 is kind of like the pinnacle, and
people love Resident Evil 4.
I'm one of those people.
I haven't even played it yet.
Fuck you!
I know you've already said this.
Fuck off, dude.
You already told me this. I just never got it.
That's all right. I haven't played Dodonpachi or any of those games.
You're Dodonpachi.
Dodongo. Pachi.
Shut up about Dodongo, man. Not now. This is not the place. Smoke. Yeah, I do have the game though.
Yeah, okay.
I picked it up for like $2.
So as good as that game was, that was kind of when Resident Evil started going more action based and less about like the ambiance and just jump scares. And then 5 and 6 just totally took it into, probably more Gears of War territory. And 6, I actually kind of like 6, even though people say that one was a fucking mess and all over the place. I would agree with that, but I had a good time with that, and I think that would be a fun co-op game to play.
Yeah,
sometime. Yeah, and they just remastered all the Resident Evils now for the new systems. Yeah, that was the first couple Resident Evils really stuck with me. You said Silent Hill. I never played the first one much. The second one though, the second and third one I played on PlayStation 2, and those are very kind of unsettling fucking games, especially the second one deals with a guy who's like an alcoholic. You think you're dead. Your wife is dead, but yet you get a letter from her, and it's just some of the enemies are like just dismembered parts of people all sewn together.
Which is the one with the nurses with like no faces and shit?
That was 2. They were introduced in 2. I think they were in other ones. But,
yeah. That was kind of creepy.
Yeah. And I think the third one you played as a girl, like a teenage girl or something. Yeah. And I think it was all about, she might have had an abortion, so you're haunted by all these fetus looking things, or I don't know. I just remember just being creeped the fuck out.
Unsettling.
Yeah. But I remember really liking 2. Really liking 2. So yeah. Any other ones?
Off the top of my head, I did want to play Dead Space. Never have. I
played the first one, never finished it.
Really?
That's a creepy fucking. Lots of good.
Never played it. I did pick one up.
Atmosphere
once.
Yeah.
It was like super cheap, and then There's another game I picked up. I played the demo. This is back when PS3 was kind of fairly new.
Mm-hmm.
It was like Clive Barker's Jericho.
Oh, okay.
And I thought it was really fucking gory and like satanic fucked up as can be.
Yeah.
But I picked it up like last week for $1 at GameStop.
Oh, fuck, man.
99 cents. Yeah. I was like, I remember playing this game and I was being like, I gotta fucking try this shit.
Clive Barker's Jericho. Isn't he a wrestler?
Chris Jericho. Break the one thing. Yeah.
Nice.
That's his theme song thing, I think.
Clive Barker had another game on the PC back in maybe 99, 2000 called Clive Barker's Undying. I remember playing that. I thought that was like a first-person game. Go through a mansion.
Yeah. Dealing
with family members who've passed away, but their ghosts still kind of linger on it. I believe, if I remember right. I remember liking the game. Yeah. I was gonna say, since like modern, as far as modern games, last year I played a really cool game on PlayStation 4 called Until Dawn.
Oh yeah.
Which is more of a story-based game. But it's literally playing through like a slasher film.
Yeah.
You have a cast of characters who are like high school students, get together for a party, and the choices you make affect the game pretty largely, or as one of our current presidential nominees would say, bigly.
Bigly.
Bigly. Bigly. Yeah, everyone's affected. The game starts out with like, the definition of the butterfly effect. But you have these characters who are all your stereotypical slasher film. You got the bitchy fucking girlfriend. You got the jock, the weird guy.
I'm sure they set it up like just exactly on point.
Yeah, the cheerleader girl. Hayden Panettiere is in it.
Really?
The guy from Mr. Robot is in it. It's a really cool game because everybody can die in the game, or everyone can live, and then any combination in between, depending on the choices you make in that game.
How long of a playthrough is that one?
I don't know. They do on Twitch. I know people will play through it. I would say it takes a few hours. I played it over maybe 3 sittings. Playing it myself. But if you binged it, I'd love to play that with a group of people just, making decisions like, what do we do now?
Oh, is it like 4-player or?
No, it would just be someone would have the controller, but you reach these junction points. Do you go left? Do you go right? Sometimes you have to choose like within a matter of seconds.
Oh.
But there are other decisions where, what do? Do you shoot yourself? Do you shoot the person across the table from you? And
I try to take it most crazy like way possible.
Yeah.
That'd probably be the funnest.
Yeah.
Otherwise, maybe it's game over quick.
Right. And of course, there's, there might be a killer on the loose. You're in this big house, and
does it vary?
I don't know. I only played through it once, so I think the main story arc is kind of the same, or maybe it isn't. Like I've heard people say that depending on what characters you have alive, the game changes or die and or not. The game changes pretty drastically. So it's called Until Dawn. Came out last year. I really recommend it. I don't know how much it is. It's probably been discounted.
It's been out for a while, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I'm surprised they wouldn't release that as one of those game of the months for the PS Plus.
Oh, that'd be really cool.
Maybe soon.
What is it right now? Do you know? Game of the month?
I think the remastered Resident Evil for PlayStation is.
Oh shit!
I was going to download that.
I should download that quick while I am a PlayStation Plus member.
I'm glad you reminded me. I was thinking the same thing. I should probably do that.
Hey, you guys too.
That's a good pickup.
Out in listener land.
Wow, yeah. So go pick up Resident Evil.
Yeah.
How was that segue, Josh? I don't think the people could tell that we just ran out of space on our
We got
recorder.
cut off.
Sorry about that, guys.
Just stop recording, guys. Like you just need to stop.
Yep. But we got some space cleared up on our recorder, and we're back
with a new beer.
Yeah. Hit me, Josh. What you got?
I'll hit you with my best shot with this Stone Brewing. Yeah, we went back to Stone Brewing, even though the arrogant bastard Kind of tasted like when pills don't go down your throat and it gets stuck in your throat and then it gets a bad taste.
That's right. I still have that taste in my mouth.
Yeah, Stone Brewing, we got the coffee milk stout. A bittersweet, creamy coffee lace stout. I love me some milk stout.
It's a bittersweet milk stout,
baby. All right, and
go on.
I always get asked, well, do they brew it with milk? No, they brew it with lactose, lactose sugar, which is unfermentable.
Right.
But yeah,
that's news to me. I thought it was milk.
Well, now you know. It's just lactose sugar. When breast milk sugar during the fermenting stage of the beer, and it always ends up being kind of a sweet, erotic, sweet flavor.
Okay,
and
sweet
milk stouts are good.
I'm starting to really like the milk stouts.
Yeah,
fucking Nitro Left Hand Brewery.
Yeah, they mastered the milk stout on the Nitro.
Yeah, I'm gonna try this one right now.
Yeah,
in my mouth. Not bad. Way better than Arrogant Bastard.
Oh yeah. I agree. I actually recently had
Shut up. I'm just kidding.
Wow. Shut right. Oh, you shut right.
You totally no.
You totally
listen to me.
I had what the fuck did I have? I was in Madison downtown, and a bunch of my beer people were down there, and they're buying me fucking beers and whatever. It was great.
Yeah.
But there was a coffee milk stout, but they had like some kind of special anniversary edition version. I think it was a coconut one or something. Cool. Coconut cinnamon. Ooh. Like it was actually really fucking good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
But they make some good stuff, but they're always on the IBU side. Like even for milk stout, it's a notch more bitter than your typical one.
Okay.
Yeah. You can tell this is not like your typical milk stout.
Correct. And
all their other stouts, porters are all bitter. Like they had an anniversary brew of bitter. They even call it bitter chocolate stout.
They're all bitter people.
Motherfucking bitter bastards. Yeah, and this one's clocking in at 5% alcohols by volume.
Wow, that's almost Bud Icean levels.
Yeah. Hey, it's not about the percent. It's about the good ass beer in your mouth.
Right. It ain't about the size. It's the motion of the ocean.
Exactly.
Or something.
Can you work it, honey?
That's what my mom says.
You don't want to know what my mom says.
I don't, actually. Oh, dude.
So, other games.
Yeah, I had a list on my list, and I don't know if this qualifies, but to me, this is kind of the new generation of games that, like, make my fucking blood pressure rise. But, like, the Dark Souls, Bloodborne series of games, especially Bloodborne.
I never played them, but I mean, they look really like evil and dark.
Just some of the character designs are just fucked up.
I like
especially in Bloodborne.
Black metal fans love it.
Very gothic horror. Yeah.
A lot of
but just as
Cradle of Filth fans.
As far as the atmosphere goes, to me that defines whether a game is like really scary. I guess just unsettling and scary.
Yeah.
And Dark Souls games, just because they're so hard and death lie behind any corner, that they kind of put you on edge, and the whole experience is almost like just fucking
tense and
just tense. Yeah, butthole tension. Clenching, fucking
doing deadlifts.
And not my butthole. I just make sure I don't know what I'm talking about.
We know exactly what you're talking about, Tom.
Good Lord. The milk stout made me say it. So yeah, I don't know if that counts. I would
do not. Yeah.
Yeah, just as
it's funny that like zombies are almost like they're so mainstream people don't even think about them in horror anymore.
Well, yeah. I mean, they're fucking everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks
to the popularity of Walking Dead.
Yep. Yeah, I think The Last of Us, that game had some pretty fucked up moments that had different kind of zombies, but they were still basically zombies.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think 2 years ago this game came out called Evil Within, and it was from the guy Shinji Mikami. He was the guy that actually made the first Resident Evils.
Yeah.
So, and to me, people were kind of split on this game. Some people really loved it. Some people despised it. I really liked it a lot. Yeah. It was totally. It almost got back to. It was like Resident Evil 4, that kind of perspective, but it was more. It was still actiony, but more survival horror. And there were some just really fucked up enemies in that game too, and just very tense moments. You know, you're always scrambling. I mean, there's not a lot of health. You're always almost about to die, and so one of those games.
Yeah,
and I would recommend people play that.
I kind of like.
If you're looking for a modern Resident Evil.
Have you played Dying Light?
I have not.
I kind of liked it so far. I picked it up last Black Friday. A lot of people apparently liked it, but
sure.
Yeah, I thought that game was pretty good.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, I ain't got a lot to say. It was good. Definitely worth a try, and it's probably pretty cheap right now. The original, anyway.
Yeah, I know a lot of people were hot, like really, really hot about that game when it came out. I think
there was a shit ton of zombie games that came out all in that 1 month.
Yeah, that was the big thing, and it still is. And,
yeah,
you know, I think people are starting to get a little fatigued by it.
Yeah,
a little bit.
A good game is a good game, though. So.
Yep. Yeah. I also like candy on Halloween. Even though I'm not a big candy
the ones
guy.
with the pins and stuff in them.
Yes. No, I like to give those
away. Are you a
away.
circus peanut guy? Candy corn.
Oh my god! No.
Now you don't want any candy, boy.
Now I fucking want to go vomit.
Ugh.
I hate candy corn. Oh.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. I used to eat it when I was little, just because it was
sugar.
candy.
Yeah.
Just because it was candy. And nah,
dude. Not for me. But it's cheap enough that, you know, it's good to give the trick-or-treaters, you know, if you really hate people.
Yeah. Oh, sure. Here, have this.
I really hate society. Here's some candy corn, society. Yeah, baby. Yeah, so those are pretty much the games I kind of came off of with the top of my head with that really made a mark, you know, on me as far as, you know, games I would recommend playing around Halloween, you know, scary.
Yeah.
There's a million out there. You know, since we were talking about zombies, I'll just bring this up. I don't know if you ever played The Walking Dead, the Telltale game.
No.
It's not a scary game, really. But it's probably the best game or best thing associated with The Walking Dead, including the TV show ever made.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a really great story. And if you haven't played it, it came out
same characters?
No, only one character from the show shows up in the first episode. Otherwise, it's its own thing. And it's a whole different.
2012. That was the ones where like it's like you push left or right. It's like not really controlled, but you pick what's gonna happen.
Right. It's like an adventure game.
Yeah, I think
he plays Lee, the black dude.
Yeah, I didn't like it at all.
Okay. That's fine.
Like it was just, I just feel
you're a horrible human being, but that's fine.
It was just story, and I'm like, if at that point I might as well just watch a illustrated like movie.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, I mean, you do make some big decisions, but yeah, it is completely story based. Yeah, so if you don't like stories, you're not gonna like it. But let me tell you, it's a great fucking story. Yeah, all the way through. So
I think it was a free game at one point.
Yeah,
and I was just like, I tried it, and I'm like, okay, I'm done.
Mm-hmm. I would say give it another shot now that you know it's a story game, because you watch shows that have story in them.
I do.
Yes.
Well, maybe I will.
Yes. I should do that. Yes. Good show.
Good job, son.
All right. So, do you have any more other games, or should we wrap this bitch up?
I'll wrap you up.
Oh,
yeah, I'll wrap you up.
Okay. Right.
Favorite horror movie?
Oh, yeah. Man, I don't know. I'm not a horror movie guy. Army of Darkness.
Yeah. Honestly, that's where I'm going. Yeah.
I like thrillers. I don't know. Like, I'm not a big grisly, gory, let's watch Saw, you know, fucking kind of guy.
Those movies are fucking bad. I like the first one. I thought it was pretty creative.
Yeah, I should see the first one. Yeah.
All the other ones are fucking garbage. I think there's two guys that made the first movie, and then one of them died after that movie.
Whoa!
So
by Jigsaw?
Probably. I don't give a shit.
But let's cut your head off with this saw.
Yeah, exactly like that.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
I like the first one, okay. But every other one was just like really fucking lame.
Right. And they all made billions of dollars. Fucking yeah.
I'm more into the campy, gory, fun horror movies like Evil Dead. Yes, Evil Dead's hands down my favorite. Sure. Followed by another one that's really close, Dead Alive.
Okay.
Fucking hilarious movie. Like it's
it.
right there with Evil Dead, kind of, except more ridiculous.
Yeah. Oh, I really like Shaun of the Dead.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah. I thought that was fucking. When that came out, I was like just raving about it. I'm like, man, this movie's the best movie of all time.
Any opinions on the stereotypical characters? Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger, Jason.
Who would win in a fight?
Yeah, who you got?
You know, I haven't seen any of the Halloween movies, so I
Really?
don't know.
I used to like those a lot when I was a kid.
I mean, I saw a couple Nightmare on Elm Streets, and Freddy was just kind of a fucking.
You know what?
He's a comedian. Like,
yeah, I actually ended up liking those a lot more when I got older. When I was a kid, I was like, "This is fucking stupid."
Yeah,
and that's me as a kid.
Yeah,
I like stupid though, and I ended up becoming a really big fan of the third one. I think it's called Dream Warriors.
Is that with Johnny Depp? Is that the one? Or
no, Johnny Depp I think was the second one. Is he the one who gets sucked into the bed? And
I think so. Yeah,
and like the cow blood, like the million pounds of cow blood.
The hot girl comes up underneath the bed, or is that a different one? I don't know.
I don't know.
Fucking here we are discussing
Dream Warriors.
Ooh, Dream Weaver. Oh, Weaver. Red Snapper. UHF is the best horror movie of all time. It's just the best movie of all time. Yeah. So there you go. Yeah. Yeah. If we want to talk about romantic comedy someday and what our favorites are, I will fucking talk for hours.
I know you got like
I'm a rom-com fucking addict.
Yeah. I don't really know. You ever see
The Notebook?
They Come Together? It was like a make fun of
like the human rom-coms.
Yeah. Except more dicks and more blood.
Okay. Yeah, no, I haven't seen that.
Okay. Rom-com.
All right. That'll be next episode, or maybe not an episode at all ever, which is probably what it needs to be.
It's going to happen.
Yeah. So there you go. That's our Halloween super-sode. Josh, you want to wrap up? What fucking beers did we all drink today?
Oh, we had these beers. We had a New Glarus Cranbic Lambic.
Very sour, very cranberry.
Yeah. The Pale Joe by Founders.
The color is still fucking with me.
Coffee
but it
pale
tastes like coffee. Cowie?
Yeah, coffee.
Yahweh.
We got Zombie Dust. Zombie Dust from Three Floyds Brewing.
Zombie Dust. If you like hops, you'll like Zombie Dust.
Hoppy Pale Ale all the way up your ass. And all from Stone Brewing, we got a coffee milk stout.
Oh, baby.
Yeah.
This is the one I'm currently drinking, and I am pretty positive about it.
Yeah, we're sipping it. It's drinkingable and enjoyable.
Tom's beverage rating would give it about a 79.5.
Okay. I give it a 73.9, but okay.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. You're entitled to your opinion.
Hey.
Yeah. Well, thank you for the wrap up. Ladies and gentlemen, we want you to contact us. We want you to reach out. We want to talk to you. So you can get a hold of us on Twitter at HotDogcast.
Oh, yeah.
Tweet us some stuff. We're on there. We'd love to engage in some conversation.
Holler at your gamers.
Holla. You can email at us at hairthedogcast@gmail.com. Please write in your questions, and we will answer them on the show.
Chat, we'll talk. We'll just lay it on the floor for you in any kind of way. Their legs spread.
We will. Yep. And shoot ping pong balls.
Yeah. Out of every
orifice. And what else? We got a website, right, Josh?
Oh yeah, we have a Real Professional Life internet website nowadays.
It's true. You can get all our episodes on it. That's hairofthedogcast.com. .com. Not romcom.
Oh, yeah.
And, yeah, I think that's pretty much all of us. I think we're going to get an Instagram site maybe soon. I don't know.
We're going to do whatever we want to do. Yeah, and we wish all you a very spooky Halloween.
Ooh.
I hope you eat lots of candy, eat lots of beer, eat lots of people.
Yeah.
And
cannibalism is the only way to go.
Yeah.
So yeah, from all of us here at the Hair of the Dogcast studio, we're signing off. Thank you for listening, everybody. Now, give me the candy.
Good night.
Now, give me candy.
Give me candy?
Is that Adam Sandler or something?
Give me the candy.
All right, we gotta. Yeah.
Fucking no.
Our voices are raising in volume, so that means it's the end of the show.
It's the end of the-
Okay. Goodbye. Happy Halloween,
Good
everybody.
night.
Josh is eating me. Bye. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the new episode of Hair of the Dogcast. I'm one of your hosts, Tom Wagner. I'm here with this other guy. What's your name again?
Josh. Just Josh.
Just Josh today. Josh. Hey, Josh, what's up, man?
What's up, Tom?
Oh, I'm really fucking hungover today. Like, really hungover.
So I've heard.
Yeah. We chatted a little bit before the show.
Yeah, you told me.
Yeah.
There's big internet commotion. Everybody's like, oh, Tom's hungover again. And,
Exactly.
and I'm just like, yeah, I know.
That's what happens when the internet goes down the day before. I have no recourse but to drink and just keep drinking my sorrows away because I can't watch porn.
What else are you going to do?
I don't know because all I do is watch porn.
Okay.
Pretty much.
What's your favorite porn?
My favorite porn?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You know what? I have no idea either.
Yeah. Whatever it is, it involves some kind of small little person.
Yeah, like porn is a great comedy to watch if you're open to that kind of comedy.
Yeah, like wide open. Wink.
That Ninja Turtle one was really bad, like kind of gross.
What?
Really, there's a disturbing.
I'm sorry, folks. We're talking about porn right now. I don't know how this is going really quickly.
Well, they all make themed ones now.
Yeah,
know?
like every big movie that comes out, there's always like a porn parody of it. You know, there's like Pirates of the Caribbean or Pirates of the
Caribbean.
I don't know. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Hair of the Dogcast. This is your friendly neighborhood podcast about beer and video games and beer. And as you know, if you listened before, we drink beer on this podcast. We do not shy away. This is truth in advertising. So Josh, lead us off. What is our first beer that we are drinking today?
Everybody, we're drinking beer. And our first beer... Seeing that Tom is hungover, I figured I'd go with something very pussy-like. So I brought a lambic from New Belgium, or New Glarus.
New Glarus from Wisconsin.
Yeah, I'm not a big New Belgium guy. But New Glarus, which I'll be going there Monday.
Ooh.
Good place.
You have to report on it when you get back.
Yeah, but notes. We got a Cranbic 2016 here. I've not had this before. So let's give it a wallop.
Cranbic. Cranberry.
Cranbrick. Yeah.
Okay.
Cranbic.
Okay. And it's got a age on it, 2016.
Yeah.
It's a fine vintage.
Yeah.
All right. I'm willing to try it. We're going to try it right now, folks. Please, hold on. Ooh.
Sour.
Cranberry sour.
Spot of cran.
Yeah.
Sweet. Sour.
I would say that I do not hate it.
Appearance is a... Hawaiian punch or
very Hawaiian punchy.
Yeah, or even Tahitian treat.
A pink Moscato.
Oh
no, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know what that is.
But yeah, this is a lambic. It's lambics are around some area in Belgium. Like it's one of their style beers.
Okay. Yeah, I've heard the style
I don't
before.
drink them too often, but. I figured we'd start out with a very pink, cute beer for Tom.
Thank you. Yeah. No, this is pretty good. It's pretty good, folks. You got to like sour though.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's more sour than cranberry.
Yeah.
But it's decent.
I mean, if you like Sour Patch Kids and Trolley gummy worms, I'm sure you...
I think you poured these glasses about half full, and I think that's probably the right amount.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people can drink like bombers of that shit, and I think they're insane.
Dude, you'd get a gut ache for some. It seems like something that would give you a gut ache. But yeah, man. Fucking thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
I can feel the hangover going away already. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Here at the Dogcast.
I swear it was that Moscow
Mule. We
Mule.
cure your hangovers.
I had a Moscow Mule last night. And I think
I
that was
made it for him.
Yeah. With Jameson.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
I really like it with the Jameson as opposed to vodka.
Yeah. I wanted to switch it up because I'd been drinking beer up to that point. But it was just one of those nights where, man, I just steady drinking, and there was no gradual transition to drunkenness. It was like steady buzz, steady buzz, steady buzz. Bam! I'm fucking drunk. Just like, oh my God. And
I love the steady buzz.
I do.
I love that. I don't really want to reach hammered ever.